everyone. Welcome to Bruhan Mumbai Municipal Corporation's Virtual Training Center, and I am Mrs. Nehal Kodambe, your English teacher from VTC. Let's begin with today's session. Hi everyone. Welcome to today's session of English. Dear children, now we all are in standard 10. I said we all, you and me, we all are learning standard 10's English curriculum, right? Up to standard 10, we have handled so many types of literature. We have gone through the best poems, prose, dramas, plays, and we have learned different types of poems, sometimes ballads, sometimes we have read different types of literary work which are comedy, tragedy and so on. So while learning any language, we read, we try to understand the content, and for that, to understanding the content, or whenever I teach you any poem, I always tell you that don't go for the literally meaning of that poem, but try to find out the meaning between the words. Okay? For that sake, we have to read. So whenever we learn any language, there are different learning skills. First of all, we listen to that language, then we speak, then we read, and lastly we write. Okay? So the reading is a step of learning any language. People read for so many things. Some people read for pleasure, some people read as it is their hobby, some read to get good marks, some read to prepare for an interview, some people read for gaining knowledge, and many people are there in this world. If you ask them which is their favorite hobby, and most of the people's common answer is reading. So many among us have the hobby of reading. And just now we have seen for different reasons people read. Okay. Some people, they start with reading the newspaper. Many among us, if you do not get the fresh daily newspaper, they feel very uneasy. Though they read just headlines and leave it aside, and whenever they'll get time, they will again go through that. But their day starts with a hot cup of tea and a fresh newspaper. And some intellectual people, they read for different reasons, as we discussed in the beginning, that they read to gain knowledge, they read for preparing an exam, they read to prepare an interview, and for many reasons people do read. So in today's session we are going to learn different types of reading. There are various types of reading, but in today's session we are going to learn two among them. So in today's session, as I told you, we are going to learn two types of reading. First is skimming. Now you must have heard this word skim. We heard or we say skim milk. Okay. So what is skimming? Reading, as you know, we read newspaper, we read answers, we read posters, we read captions, we read so many things. And especially in standard 10, we do read our textbooks only because we have to score good marks, and that is no one can deny. So reading has become an essential part of our studenthood. Okay, so in today's session I'm going to give you more information about these two types of reading, and it is definitely will help you for preparing of your exam. But don't forget that we are not just going to get, or we are not just going to read to score only good marks in the exam, but this will be a habitual part of our living for throughout our life. Okay, so wherever, if you pass 10th, if you will be passing a graduation, post graduation, whatever you will do in your life, don't forget to read. And while reading, these two types are definitely going to help you. So let's begin with skimming. Let's see what is skimming. So the action of reading something quickly so as to note only the important points are known as skimming, or is known as skimming. So we will see one more definition of skimming, or what is skimming. Getting the essence from reading, getting the essence from reading material without reading all the words, boils down to knowing what parts to read and what parts to pass by. What is skimming? Getting the essence from reading material without reading all the words, without going through all the words, just boiling down to knowing what parts to read and what parts to pass by. See, many times, as we have seen in the beginning, that the lady was reading the newspaper. Whoever reads the newspaper, they don't go word to word. First of all, many among us just we read the captions or the headlines of the newspaper. Then some among us, those who are in search of the jobs, they will go to that page and they will just read those columns. Those who are interested in sports, they will go to the sports page and they will find out the related news from that. So skimming is getting the essence from reading material without reading all the words, which boils down to knowing what parts to read and what parts to pass by. Boils down means here we see if two options are there in front of us, then we choose now what to read and what to skip. So that is known as skimming. Now let's see. Simple meaning of skimming is fast reading of a material when you know nothing about material. This technique is useful when you are seeking specific information rather than reading for comprehension. We will first read and then we will know more about it. Skimming is done at a speed 3 to 4 times faster than normal reading. It is used when we have lots of material to read in limited amount of time. So this is more information about what is skimming. We have just seen that skimming is just having the look over it and not reading thoroughly. So simple meaning of skimming is fast reading of a material when you know nothing about material. When you open the daily newspaper, whenever you open a new book, then you do not know anything about it. What material is it? And at that time, when you want to read that, when you wish to read that, we just do the fast reading of the content. This technique is useful when you are seeking specific information rather than reading for comprehension. Just now I gave you an example of the news. If boys, they are interested in football match, then directly they will go to the last page of the newspaper and there they find out the sports page, and from that the football matches news. Or if anybody, as I told you, if it is in search of, he or she is in search of job, then they will go for the classified or where are the advertisement about those. Okay, so this technique is useful when you are seeking specific information rather than reading for comprehension. We are not going to comprehend reading of that, but we just go and seek our, or just we go and read as per our need. So skimming is done at a speed 3 to 4 times faster than normal reading because we overlook it and we go and find out only the necessary information for us. So that is known as skimming. It is used when we have lots of material to read in limited amount of time. See, now suppose you are attending your exams now. Okay, this is month of September. In October or in after Diwali or before Diwali, if you have your tutorials, then at last moment we just turn out the pages and we find out whatever the things we feel important and to revise. So it is used, skimming is done when we have to read lot of pages or lots of material and we have limited time in our hand. So that type of reading is known as skimming. Skimming often refers to the way in which one reads at a faster rate. Just now we have seen 3 to 4 times faster than our normal or regular reading. So, in which one reads at a faster rate to gain the general idea about the text without paying heed to the intentional and detailed meaning of the text. See, through different definitions or through many more verses, we are trying to understand what is the skimming type of reading. So skimming often refers to the way in which one reads at a faster rate to gain the general idea about the text without paying heed to the intentional and detailed meaning of the text. Here our intention is not getting to know more about it. Okay, we are just reading it fast at a faster rate to get overall idea about any book or any news or any article. So that is to get, whenever we read fast, we just go doing it fast forwardly, then we do not get the thorough idea but a general idea about that content material. For example, when one reads the text only in order to understand the thesis statement. So just now we have seen what is skimming. We have tried to understand two types of reading. So first is skimming and we are trying to know more about it. So here I am giving you some more important point about skimming, that what to read while skimming. Whenever you do skimming, exactly what you are supposed to read. Suppose I give you a passage and I ask you to read. And if I ask you to read it, then if you find it interesting, then you read it thoroughly. Or sometimes teachers set some task before reading. So at that time we should know what to read from that passage or from that lesson or from that content material. So that is also important. So we will see some points about it. First of all, keywords. Just go through reading the keywords from that given material. Ignore details about it. First, sometimes see, whenever we open the book, okay, then we find out the important paragraph starting with the bold letters. So they are the keywords. Sometimes some words are underlined, so they are the keywords. Or sometimes your teacher tells you that when teacher tells you about it, that whenever you write the answers, you underline the key points. So whenever you start reading while skimming, you should know that while doing the skimming type of reading, you go for the keywords. You find out the keywords and it will be possible for you with lot of practice. Second, as I told you, bold words. You just focus on the bold words from that particular passage. Then heading or titles. As frequently I have given you that example of reading newspaper. Whenever anyone opens a newspaper and if he or she is in a hurry to leave for the work, then within that limited time they want to know what is the happening around the world. So they just go on doing the skimming of that newspaper and they just read the headlines. Okay. So that is the heading or titles. Then first and last sentence or paragraph. Many among us has this habit of reading the first and last sentence of the paragraph. See, whenever we attend the comprehension type of question, many among you just go on doing the skimming. You just go by reading first sentence and the last sentence, and you try to get the general idea about the given passage in our paper or in our book. So generally we do that, okay, but here only in today's session we know it scientifically what is skimming. So first of all, focus on the keywords, then bold words, then heading or title, then first and last sentence or the paragraph. Now while doing skimming or doing or reading with skimming, there are certain steps which we are going to follow. So let's see those steps. First, read the title. Now, this skimming and scanning, this type of reading, I am introducing you because you must have learned that lesson book review, right? Swami and Friends by R.K. Narayan. Now, now I just read this title of that particular lesson or prose passage, or when in last session we have learned about a very nice lesson on Dr. Stephen Hawking, and the title of that lesson was An Epitome of Courage. So whenever we read the title, we get the general idea about that particular lesson or that prose, what we are going to read or what we are going to learn from that lesson. So while doing the scheming, these are the steps to be followed. First, read the title, then read the first paragraph or the introduction. This is very important because whenever you will read the first paragraph, then you will get the general picture of that particular book or particular passage or particular prose or particular news content material. So read the first para, then read the first sentence of each paragraph. Whenever you will read any book, whenever you will read any lesson from your book, read the first sentence of each paragraph, because each paragraph introduces you with the new thing, or it is going to introduce you with new point. So read the title, begin with the reading of title of that particular thing, then read first paragraph or the introduction, then read first sentence of each paragraph, then comes the heading and subheading. Okay, so go for the heading and the subheading, that is heading, title or subtitles. Then notice if there is any picture, graphs or charts. See, whenever you are reading any science material or science book, so or if you go for any mathematical things, then there are pictures, there are graphs, there are charts. So while reading those topics or those subjects, while learning from those subjects, you have to take notice of the picture, graphs or charts from those content material. Then notice any italicized or bold-faced phrases or words. The special words, they are written in italics or they are bold. Okay, they are dark. So notice, don't go unnoticedly reading the next para or the next thing, but because these things are important and to focus you on those points, either they are written in italic or they are been bold. So notice those phrases and words. Then look for important pieces of information such as names, dates or events. As again, I'll give you the example of An Epitome of Courage of Dr. Stephen Hawking. So there are important pieces of information about when he was joined or he has gone to the Oxfords, then when did he started writing his PhDs, and when on which event he has answered the questions of the reporter. So these things are important. So you, while doing the skimming, follow these steps. First of all, read the title, Then read first paragraph or the introductory paragraph. Then read first sentence of each and every paragraph. Then go for titles and subtitles or heading and subheading. Then notice if any pictures or graphs or charts are there. Then as I told you that notice any letters or words are there written in italic or in boldface, and look for important pieces of information such as name, dates or events. Dear children, whatever information I am giving you through this video is very important for you. It is going to help you in throughout in your life. So not only, as I told you earlier, not only to get or to score marks in your exams, but you be very careful, attentive while reading this, while listening this, because it is will be very helpful for you and it is going to help you throughout your life. The next thing is read the summary of last paragraph carefully. As we have seen, read the first paragraph and read the summary of last paragraph carefully. So when you read the first and when you read the last paragraph carefully, then you will get an idea about that particular lesson or book or paragraph. So we will go for the second type of reading, that is scanning. Till yet we have learned what is skimming. We have seen the definition of skimming and we have tried to know more about the skimming. Then we have seen how to skim and what are the different steps we have to follow. Now we will go for the scanning. Now you must have heard this word scanning. Okay. So scanning means to know thoroughly. So let's learn about it. What is scanning? We have seen what is skimming. Now we will see what is scanning. So scanning is a reading technique to be used. Very important. Listen it carefully. Scanning is a reading technique to be used when you want to find specific information quickly. In skimming we have seen we have to get general idea, but in scanning we want to know or we want to find specific information quickly. In scanning you have a question in your mind and you read a passage only to find the answer, ignoring unrelated information. See, whenever we attend the comprehension question, then we do the scanning, because we read the question and we read the passage or we reread the passage to find out the answer of that question. So that is known as scanning. And while doing that, we just ignore unrelated information. We do not pay much attention to the information which is not related to that particular question. In our mind, it is clear to us that I have to find out the answer of this question from this passage. So that is known as scanning. Is it clear to you? So when scanning, you don't start from the beginning and read to the end. Instead, what you do is jumping around in the text, trying to find the information you need. See, in skimming we have seen, we start from the beginning, we read the introductory paragraph, then we go till the last and again we read thoroughly the last paragraph. So here in scanning, you don't need to go to read from the beginning. We just have that question in our mind. We have to find out the answer. So we just do and we search for that paragraph where we will get the answer of that question. So we do is what? Jumping around in the text and trying to find the we need. Now next, we will revise what we have learned about scanning. So scanning is another fast reading technique. It can help you to look for specific information within a text. This is very important, my dear children. It can help you to look for specific information within a text. We have a task in front of us and we read or reread to find out the answer of that question. So it is very clear for us what to read, and that is known as scanning. Instead, think about keywords or phrases you are looking for. Then allow your eyes to move quickly across until you find what you are looking for. See, this is the technique. How to do the scanning. These are the steps we have to follow. Okay. Instead of thinking about the keywords or phrases we are looking for, then what should we do? Allow your eyes to move quickly across until you find what are you looking for. While doing the comprehension, while attending the comprehension question, sometimes we are very confused from where I'll get this answer. We go on reading and rereading the whole para and we are spending too much of time. But in our exam, we have limited time, and in that limited time, we have to attain and do well. So here, allow your eyes, practice your eyes to move quickly across until you find what you are looking for, because your task is clear to you. So scanning can help you find information in or answer questions about a text. Very important. Scanning can help you to find information in or answer questions about a text, whatever you are looking for. Okay. Now we will see how to scan. We have learned what is skimming. We have seen different types of different steps of skimming. We have seen what is scanning. We have seen why do we do scanning, and now steps how to scan. So first, look at the question and identify what is asked for in it. First, the question should be clear to you. Okay. Then, are you looking for digits like number or dates or specific words in those sentences? First of all, your task should be clear to you. For what we are going to read, whether we are going to find out the digits of numbers or dates, or whether we are going to find out the specific words in the sentence. So keep those clue words with you, okay, before you scan. Then keep the concept words in mind while scanning. It is important to understand how material is structured as well as to comprehend what you read so you can locate the specific information you need. Now what is this? First of all, first task is clear to you, that look at the question and identify what is asked to you. Then for what we are going to read, whether we are going to find out any digits or any specific words. Then third thing is that keep the concept words in your mind while scanning. What concept is there? What we are going to read? Why are we reading? Why? This is very important. And keep those concept words in your mind while scanning. And the next thing is, it is important to understand how material is structured as well as to comprehend what you read so you can locate the specific information you need. In our exam, there are passages we have to attain for the comprehension. Now again and again I repeat this because I'll focus on your exam. Okay. So in our during attending the question of comprehension, it is important to understand how that material is structured in front of you and what you read, so you can locate the specific information you need. As I told you earlier, we have very limited time in our hand, so it is very much needed to you. So be clear, why am I reading and what am I going to read. Now We will do the comparative study here. Till yet, we have learned what is scheming and what is scanning. We have tried to understand those terms. Then we have seen the steps to be followed while scheming and scanning. Now here, we will do the comparative study so that your concepts will be more clear. So scheming and scanning are reading techniques that use rapid eye movement and keywords to move quickly through text for slightly different purposes. Skimming is reading rapidly in order to get a general overview of the material, and scanning is reading rapidly in order to find specific facts. Got it clear? Skimming is reading rapidly in order to get a general overview, and scanning is reading rapidly in order to find specific fact. So we will see here simultaneously skim and scan, that is skimming and scanning. We have learned this, we will just revise it here. In skimming, look for important information without reading the whole text. Scanning, answer their question, or you point out the task. While skimming, preview text feature. While scanning, find a keyword or number in the question. In skimming, read the first sentence of each paragraph and last paragraph, as we have seen earlier. And in scanning, move your eyes quickly across the text until you find the keyword or number, because there the task is fixed in our mind. While skimming, ask these questions to you: who, what, when, where, why, and how. And in scanning, look for the answer around the keyword. So this is what skimming and scanning. Now, why we have learned these skimming and scanning techniques? So, as I told you in the beginning, it is going to help you in every aspect of your study. And here, when we talk about our course books of standard 10, there is an exercise in your book on page number 71, 72 and 73, that there is a book review, and these skimming and scanning tips are going to help you for this type of activity. So here in short, I'll explain you how to write a book review, and for writing this book review, those above mentioned steps of skimming and scanning will definitely help you. So, as I told you, tips for reading while doing any book review. So, as I told you, why we have discussed skimming and scanning? Because this is an activity in our course book, a book review. Okay, so you should know how to review any book. So, here are some tips. Give a brief outline of the plot. Do not include the ending. Mention the genre. I'll explain you one by one. First we will read. Is it the author's first book? If not, what else he or she has written? How does this one is compare? Discuss the characters. Do you think the book is well written? Describe why you think it is or it isn't. Was it what you expected it to be? Would you recommend it? If yes, why? If no, why not? So these are some of the points or tips for writing a book review. This is an activity which you all are going to do because this is very, very important. And the above mentioned types of reading are going to help you while writing any book review. Okay, so I told you it is not necessary always we scan the book. Sometimes we have to skim it, sometimes we have to scan it. So both the way you will use while writing any book review. So here are some tips. Whenever you are going to do any book review, of course you have to do the book review of English. So I know how easy it is for you. Okay, so these tips are definitely going to help you. Give a brief outline of the plot the situation of that book. Okay, do not include the ending while writing the book review. Do not include the ending. Okay, mention the genre. What is the genre of that book? What is the type of that book? Then see to that whether that book is author's first book. Now we have seen that R.K. Narayan has himself done the book review of one of his favorite book, that is Swami and Friends. Okay, so here we have read the book review of R.K. Narayan's book. So we have to see that if you are doing book review of any other book, there is an activity in our book. They have asked you to do the book review, to write the book review of one book. So here we have to see who is the author and whether that author's first book. If it is not first book, then which you have to mention some more books of that author. Then you have to do the comparative study. And my dear children, for writing this book review, you have to read more books of that same author. Then only you can do the comparative writing. Then discuss the characters from that book. Okay, if you talk about Dr. Stephen Hawking, then who are all the characters? Dr. Hawking himself, his parents, his wife, his co-scientists, his students. So all these are characters from his autobiography. Then, do you think the book is well written? Now again and again I am giving you the example of Dr. Stephen Hawking because recently we have learned about it. Now Dr. Hawking has penned down so many books. So at least 2-3 books, minimum 2-3 books we have to read, then only you can do the comparative study. Then describe why you think it is or it isn't. If you find the book is well written, then you have to mention the reason for that. If you don't find the book is written very well, then you at the same time you have to point out the reasons for the same. Then what was it what you expected it to be? Sometimes some authors are our favorite authors and because of their name we go on reading their books. But sometimes we see that this book is not that interesting which I read of last. Then what does it up to your expectation? And would you recommend it to some other people also for reading this? If yes, why? If no, why not? See, dear children, means 10-15 years back, I have read one book, but not without my daughter, and that was very famous book. It was an autobiography of a doctor. Okay, Dr. Betty. And whenever I gone through that book, whenever I read that book, I was so much impressed with that book that I recommended that book to all my family members, to my uh, fellow teachers, to my students to read that book. So some books are very impressive and we recommend it to other people that you also read and enjoy that book. Try to know through what situation that writer has gone. So in this way, these are some of the tips which will help you while writing a book review. Then here is one chart I have bought it for you. This is just a general picture how to write a book review. That first of all you choose a book, then you plan what you have to write. Just now I have given you some tips. Then introduction of that book. What is there? That is the body of the book. The title will come in introduction and then in main body you will review the book. Okay, that what is the plot, who are all the characters, what is the storyline and how it develops. So all that we will write in body parts, and last conclusion, that why I like this book, whether I'm going to recommend it, whether this book was up to my expectation. So all these points will conclude in last paragraph, that is conclusion. So this is an idea about how to write a book review, and what we have learned in today's session, that skimming and scanning are these two types of reading will definitely they are going to help you while writing this book review. So once again we will see the steps, 10 steps to write a good book review. Find your genre of books. What type of books do you like? Whether you like comedy, whether you like science fictions, whether you like novel. So what is your genre? What is your choice? You find the book of your own genre. Then select a book from your genre and read it. In our school library there are so many books. So select a book from your genre and read it. Then form an opinion and rate the book. How's that book? Then begin with a catchy line to hook the readers. While writing the book, your favorite book, begin with a catchy line. Do not spill the beans. Do not spill the beans means do not write unnecessary words while describing that book. Briefly introduce the plot setting, the storyline, what is the plot, where that story has taken place, in which time, which era, who are all the people and all. Then discuss the pros and cons and write a wholesome review. Pros and cons means pluses and minuses from that book. Then comment on the style and characterization and the tone of a narration, how that writer has arranged for the words. So that is the style of his writing. Then conclude through a final assessment of the book. At last give your conclusion. How was the book you find? And read book reviews from your genre and practice writing them. This is very important. You, as I told you earlier, you have to practice is more with writing and reading other books reviews. Okay, and if you do this oftenly, if you practice writing more and more books, then only you will be very good in writing a book review. See, now before writing or before starting any book review, you can review any chapter from our book. First of all, you start practicing with that, and then you can write a good book. Then only you can write a good book review. And my dear children, please do that. Okay. So this is the page from our course book. This is an activity page. That you have recently read a short story or novel or drama or science fiction, ghost story. So these are different types of books. Then write in short 3 of its strong points that made you like the book and 2 or 3 drawbacks it has. Just now we have seen pros and cons. Fill them up in the tree diagram given. Now here they have asked you to write the book review in tree diagram. Okay. So this has made it very easy for you. Name of the book. Then name of the author and writer. Then here strength and weaknesses, good and bad, pros and cons of that book. Then you do the rating for that book. 1 star means poor, 2 means average, 3 is for good, 4 stars are for very good, and 5 are for excellent. So go for rating the book which you have read. So in this way, my dear children, in today's session we have seen 2 types of reading, skimming and scanning. And as I told you why I explain you those 2 different styles of reading, and it is definitely will going to help you in study as well as to do this activity of book review. So that's all for today. See you in next session. That's all for today. So you will revise whatever we have learned in today's session. Please subscribe the channel and press the notification button to get the link of next video. Bye bye.